Hi everybody, it's Madeleine Black here and I am with Louise Beech, but not on my sofa. We are virtual today. A little while ago we did a few videos called Beech and Black on the sofa, and we thought while we are both kind of self-isolating that we could just start them up again. She's in Hull and I'm in Glasgow. So Louise, you go ahead and introduce yourself and say hi to the lovely people.
Hello everybody, I'm on a sofa, you're not on a sofa there. Because you have to be, Madeleine basically, you should have seen the palaver earlier. I could record, but only with Madeleine's permission, which she couldn't see. She couldn't record because there wasn't a record button. So then she's tried the phone, the laptop, and now she's gone on the Mac, hence why she's not on
my sofa. You know what, after all of this self-isolation, we're all going to be experts on Zoom. We're going to be able to run Zoom seminars, we're going to do Zoom conferences, we can do Zoom training. It's going to be amazing. But anyway,
I was going to add my usual ruin everything and say Zoom sex.
Well, yeah, that's up to you. I don't know if I'll be watching, but hey.
What we call that bit, Madeleine?
So we thought we'd just come on and just say hi to everyone, see how they're doing, check in, because these are really weird times.
Aren't they just? I mean, I don't know what your street's like. I've seen your street, you've seen mine. Mm-hmm. We live on quiet streets anyway, but I feel like it's even more quiet than normal.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. I've just been out once today to walk my dog around the block, and I smiled at people, but I kind of kept my social distance and walked away from them as they walked past, just out for half an hour, and that's it. As we write, you know, I'm not really, it's not that unusual for me to stay home all day anyway, but when you're told this is what you're going to have to do, it is different.
Completely different.
My printer's just coming into life. Excuse me a second while I turn that off.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, if you're empty, I'm going to put the tea down. Hang on.
I'm back. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. It's making noises now. But yeah, these are really weird times, aren't they?
Pink and blue, it's cute.
We are. We're kind of matching there, or kind of...
the girl. Just me to be representing the boys. But they are. I was like you this morning. I went out for my usual... I mean, luckily, it is a solitary walk. You've been on it, Madeleine.
I have been on it.
You have. But it was even more quiet. I think I saw 3 people in total, one of whom, very sadly, was this old man sitting on a bench, and obviously didn't want to go too close to him. So I kind of just shouted, "Are you okay?" Not shouting, I wasn't miles away, but, you know, I stayed...
Are you okay?
Oh. And you know what? He just shrugged.
Oh.
And I did think, is he okay? But, you know, and then I carried on my walk and I just felt, that made me feel so sad.
Really... Yeah, because, you know, you have your husband, your kids, I have my husband and kids. We're not alone, but for someone now that lives alone, that's in they're in the bracket where it's more dangerous for them, you know, they've got more needs or they're more at risk. It's scary enough for us. I don't know what it must be like if you're living alone anyway.
I know. I think there are some old people on my street who live alone, and there's a couple of ladies that I absolutely love, and so they've both got my number, both of my numbers, and I made a big chicken dinner the other night, so I made enough to give the lady next door like 2 portions so she can freeze one, just little things like that.
I know, I started my street a WhatsApp group, so we've got everybody's number now, and we're all WhatsApping just to make sure we've got a doctor who lives in our street, so anyone that posts anything that's inappropriate goes, "Nope, that's rubbish, don't believe that." So it's actually good, he's a good voice of reason. But I guess it's really okay for people not to be okay right now, to recognise that it's kind of like a collective vulnerability, I think, or a collective anxiety, but it's what we do with it. How do we stay sane in it all?
For me, if I get upset, I let it happen. You know me, Madeleine. I'm a person who I laugh, yeah, and I ask things. But the solitary walks are good because I just had my sunglasses on and I literally just cried for 10 minutes just walking because it was just me. And I felt better afterwards.
It's so healthy to acknowledge, you know, this is what's going on. These are my emotions. So you're not going to let them control you, but you can be in control of them. So by allowing them, by not running from them, by not being scared of them, you're allowing your emotions just to come out. And that's such healthy advice. It's so good because, yeah, we might not be able to go outside soon, so we have to go inside, really, don't we?
Gosh, that's a wow, Madeline. I keep saying to you all the time, don't I? You are these little phrases.
But the journey always is inside. The journey to coming home has always been inside. It's always been an inside job. So maybe over these months, if we're really good, we can learn how to connect even better with ourselves and get in tune.
That's an inside job. We should be adding this to.
It is an inside job.
It's like something out of a book. And we joked earlier, didn't we? It's like something out of a bad John Mars book. Although, to be fair, all of John Mars's books are bad, but you know what?
I mean, if you were watching Black Mirror a few years ago and they said there's going to be a virus, it's going to wipe people out, people are going to lockdown, the only way we can communicate virtually on our sofas is by remote links in Zoom links, whatever, we'd never have believed it. I mean, just a month ago I was travelling, was on a beach in Namibia having a great time.
Oh, that makes me sad.
How quickly it all changes.
No, we're not going to be going anywhere, are we? I mean, I've got, I'm just getting my cup of tea, hang on. A cruise booked with my sister Grace because we had such an awful year last year. And by the way, last year was awful. And this year, at the beginning of the year, I was like, 2020 is my year. We're going to have a...
We need to cancel 2020. Need to cancel it. I know.
We had this cruise booked to cheer ourselves up after the awful year last year for May. That's obviously not going to happen. We've resigned ourselves.
So my youngest one is travelling, or was travelling. She was in Israel, meant to be for 6 months, and she had to come home 4 months early. And we've got a trip booked to go visit her in May. And Steve said, oh, maybe the flights will be okay, but I don't think so.
Is yours in May, did you say?
In May as well, yeah. But I mean, she's back now anyway. But I don't think it's going to be okay. Even July we're booked to go away, and I don't think that's going to be.
I think we can write off April and May for travel. Me and Joe are going to Chicago in July, and I'm hoping, but whether or not,
I don't know. But I guess this really now is the time to learn to be okay with not knowing. Right now, we don't know anything, because as you know, I'm also a psychotherapist and I had my own trauma. So I spent a lot of time trying to be in control, not being okay with where I was at with the trauma. And, you've had your own traumas as well. And trying to be in control is just like the denial part, isn't it? It's not accepting it. So right now, if we can get to a place where we're okay with not knowing and keep as grounded and as calm and use our humor as best as we can to stay okay and settled and, stable.
There's a lot of humour going on in the house because as we speak, Joe's building a coffee table in the back room. I've cheered myself up and ordered a coffee table online, a new one. But it's like, he's working from home, so he's upstairs camped in the bedroom, got his office set up. So we've kind of made a joke of it, the fact that, I'm in charge of HR and finance as well.
You've got a new employee in your office.
Canteen and toilets is Joe's duty. We're not fed up with each other yet. It's a week. We're all right, but ask me in another week.
Yeah, well, I think it's only a matter of time. Stephen works in the building trade. It's only a matter of time before they shut down. In fact, I think Nicola Sturgeon today said every business apart from a supermarket and a pharmacy are going to close.
Wow.
So we're heading to lockdown, I think, before England.
Do you think?
It seems that way. I think she announced schools before England did. So, but you know what? I'm quite happy. If 4 weeks we just have to lock down and do what we need to do to stop this virus, let's do it.
You think it would just be 4 weeks then of an actual lockdown?
No idea. My sister's in Spain at the moment. She's got 1 husband, 4 kids, 3 dogs, no garden. Oh my gosh.
I love how you say 1 husband. Like
just that's one at the moment.
I've got 5 husbands here, I've got
one. I didn't like to tell people that.
Well, I've got to get myself somewhere on this lockdown.
We do. But anyway, this was just a quick hello from me and her over there. Not on the sofa together, on the sofas virtually. Maybe I might get my virtual sofa to work next week. But we just wanted to say hi and send some love, because this is the only thing that's going to get us through it. Kindness and love and humour. Lots of humour.
Comes the humour. I'm not even going to tell you some of the swear words I've said at home.
Tell me later when I've stopped recording.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to see you.
I'd love to see you too. So goodbye everyone, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.